So we're looking at questions related to the money market. We want to now move on to the case where the economy has a central bank along with the banking sector collecting deposits. So in this particular part, we will just look at how do we find the demand for central bank money. So let's start with that. Now, so demand for central bank money is given as central bank money HD is given as so HD is equal to demand for currency plus demand for reserves. Now, demand for currency is given to us as CMD plus demand for reserves is given to us as theta 1 minus CMD. We'll just unpack this in a bit. So this is CUD, demand for currency, and this is demand for reserves. Now over here, C, we know small c, it represents the fraction of total money demand held as currency. Right, so that's why demand for currency can be written as C times MD because C represents how much fraction of this total money demand MD are you keeping in the form of currency. And we know demand for reserves is theta, which is reserve deposit ratio. Fraction of deposits kept as reserves. As reserves. And this 1 minus CMD is demand for deposits, right? So it makes sense. We know reserves are those part of deposits that are not lent out. So the demand for reserves is theta times demand for deposits, where theta is your reserve deposit ratio, the fractional deposits held as reserves. So if I simplify this a bit and I factor out the MD over here, so we can write demand for central bank money as C plus theta 1 minus C. We have just factored out money demand here where we know in the question we're given that C, which is the fraction of how much money demand is kept in the form of currency, is 0.1 because the public wants to keep 10% of the total money holdings in currency as rather than deposits. And theta, which is the reserve deposit ratio, is also given to us as 0.1. And money demand is given to us as $Y 0.8 minus 4i, where $Y, which is nominal income, is given to us as 5,000. So 5,000, 0.8 minus 4i. So we'll just simplify this a bit more. And money demand is 4,000 minus 20,000 I. So demand for central bank money is given to us as the demand is given to us as C 0.1 plus theta 0.1, 1 minus C 0.1. And then into money demand, which is 4,000 minus 20,000 I. So if we simplify this a bit, so this is 0.19 times 4,000 minus 20,000 I. Then this is 760 minus 3,800 I. So this is how we can find demand for central bank money. Now we'll do the remaining parts in part 2.